At around 2 in the morning, people in Caracas began hearing explosions. Then came the helicopters. The lights started going out. Across Venezuela's capital, something enormous was happening. But Nicolás Maduro wasn't watching it unfold on television. He was inside one of the most heavily protected compounds in the country. And somewhere outside, American special forces were coming for him. Maduro had spent months trying to make himself almost impossible to find. He changed where he slept. He tightened his security. He relied heavily on trusted guards and counterintelligence. But on this night, the United States knew exactly where he was. And what happened next took less than 3 hours. This is the story of how the United States captured the president of Venezuela. To understand how Maduro ended up in American custody, you have to go back months. The relationship between Washington and Caracas had already deteriorated badly. The United States had accused Maduro and other officials of serious crimes, including narco-trafficking offenses. In 2025, the Trump administration increased the reward for information leading to his capture to $50 million. Meanwhile, American military pressure was mounting. Ships were moving into the Caribbean. Aircraft were operating in the region, and American intelligence agencies were watching. But this wasn't simply a matter of finding Maduro's address, because Maduro knew he was being hunted. He changed his sleeping locations repeatedly. His movements became harder to predict. So the Americans had a different problem. They didn't just need to know where Maduro lived. They needed to know where would he be sleeping when they came. This is where the operation becomes almost unbelievable. American intelligence reportedly spent months building a pattern of life. They were studying Maduro himself, where he moved, slept, what he ate, what he wore, and his daily habits. The operation was eventually given a name, Operation Absolute Resolve, and the scale of the preparation was enormous. More than 150 aircraft were involved, launching from bases across the Western Hemisphere. And the Special Forces didn't simply study a map, they rehearsed. American personnel built detailed training environments based on the target compound, so the assault team could practice how to get inside and get Maduro out. Then came January 2nd. The forces were ready. According to U.S. military accounts, President Donald Trump gave the final authorization at 10:46 p.m. Eastern Time. Around 2 a.m. local time, explosions began hitting targets around northern Venezuela. The first phase was about creating a path. Venezuelan air defenses, military infrastructure, and communications were targeted. Caracas went dark, and while the attention of the country was being pulled toward the explosions, another part of the operation was already moving. At approximately 2:01 a.m., the extraction force reached Maduro's compound. As the assault reached the compound, Maduro and his wife, Celia Flores, attempted to reach a secure area. According to accounts of the raid, Maduro made it toward a safe room, but wasn't able to secure himself inside before American forces reached him. The man who had spent months trying to stay unreachable was in American custody. But the hardest part was getting back out. The helicopters withdrew under air cover. At approximately 4:29 a.m., Maduro and Flores were aboard the USS Iwo Jima. Before we go further, if this kind of deep history and real-time storytelling interests you, hit subscribe so you catch what's next. From the arrival of the extraction force to Maduro being taken aboard an American warship, roughly 2.5 hours had passed. Then came the image that confirmed everything. Maduro photographed aboard the USS Iwo Jima on his way to New York to face federal criminal proceedings. How did they actually find him? The answer wasn't one satellite or spy. American agencies combined human intelligence with surveillance. Reports indicate a source inside the Venezuelan government helped identify his location. You can change your guards, but if someone inside your system is talking, your movements aren't secret anymore. Capturing Maduro didn't mean America had suddenly conquered Venezuela. Vice President Delcy Rodriguez was sworn in as interim president, while Maduro's
allies remained influential. The international reaction was explosive, with questions immediately emerging about sovereignty and international law. In the end, the most extraordinary part of the operation wasn't the aircraft or the special forces, it was the patience. For months, the United States watched, it rehearsed, it waited, and then on January 3rd, 2026, the waiting ended. A country woke up to explosions. A president who thought he was untouchable suddenly had nowhere left to hide. The entire operation took only a few hours, but the question that remains is much bigger. What happens when a superpower proves it can reach the leader of another country inside his own home? If this story gave you a new perspective, subscribe and share it. There's a lot more history like this coming.